Morning, everybody. Chad, Adler Farms. Hang on, this is gonna be loud. Bruce, you know what this is? It's a goat bath. Yeah, I figured you'd run. Morning, everybody. Chad, Adler Farms. See if the posse follows me. So this is a, hang on, how many gallons are these? 110 gallons. And I was actually able to get this for $69, which is crazy, because watch this. This, I think it's like a year old, maybe a year and a half. This is only 6 months old. See that? Well, it's upside down, but you can see the price. So that's 110, this is 50. 6 months later, a 50 gallon with $82. But my goodness. Price gouging. I know. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. You spook little donk there, brother. Stick around, guys. This is a morning chores video. It's Saturday, the day you guys are seeing this. Maybe on Facebook you see it a day later. I know I've explained that. Gum, that water's cold, dude. Man, you guys. Whoa, easy, bruiser. That was a good time. So you know what's funny about putting in a 2-inch water line is you have a crazy amount of water pressure. So at the hydrant, that's still running. Let's see. At the hydrant, that's 2 inches, but then there's 200 feet of 3/4 garden hose, and we still have that much pressure. That's awesome. Ray Ann's gonna be real happy when we build a house with that pressure. Whoa! So there's 2. Here, you guys hungry? All right, remember we're hatching those 2. Which they've got to be getting close because we had a bunch of eggs. Man, how about that? Woo-wee. Leave those in there. Hopefully Mama comes back. She's got a lot of white on her. There she is right there. That's her. Easy, bruiser. All right, let's get these boxed up. Boy, somebody's vocal this morning. Look out, lady. So those 2 eggs that we're hatching in there came from our friends at Old Redding Farm. That's some good stuff. You need some fly spray, brother. It's coming. Our friends at Old Redding Farm, John and Catherine, sent us some hatching eggs, some like crazy wild ones, like Polish and some AM Samanis and all kinds of cool stuff. Problem is, only 2 of them hatched. And why did that happen? Well, first off, out of 24, the incubator holds 22. So with the incubator holding 22, we put 2 in the chicken coop, and we're letting the mama chicken hatch them, which may be a couple days later. You know, we're just letting Mother Nature do its thing. I won't wait past another, let's see, I put them in there a day after I put the other ones in the incubator, so I won't wait much more past the next week. And then we'll take them out of there because they're probably not going to hatch. But the reason we had such a low hatching rate, and John and Catherine don't know this yet, they shipped those eggs to us as a favor. And this is just how it goes, okay? They sell hatching eggs. You can order what we're hatching. We had some Jubilee Orpingtons and, like I said, some Polishes. I can't remember all the names. They were super cool, but we only had 2 hatch. And I've hatched before. I mean, you guys know I've hatched a lot of eggs. But it just wasn't in the cards for this batch. It was probably due to the heat. So the heat, even though John and Catherine are way up north, when an egg reaches a certain temperature and it's a fertile egg, can start to develop like into a chicken. One of the mama chickens could have been sitting on an egg and caused it to actually like start to become a chicken. And then John and Catherine collected them and then shipped them out. And of course they were in a box for 48 hours, that kind of thing. And then I'm looking for Mr. Beaver. when they got to us, they'd been sitting for 3 days and it probably broke that cycle. So that happens sometimes. Plus, you never know what happens during shipping. I mean, you can order from the top rated sellers on eBay or anywhere you want, and you can't protect them, the seller, no matter how good they are, like John and Catherine. They sell hatching eggs. This isn't their first rodeo. When they sell those hatching eggs, they cannot predict what shipping's gonna do. And I actually had John send them actually like straight to my house. I didn't have him ship them to the P.O. box. It's just one of those things. We did get 2, and I'm super excited because one of them is one I really, really wanted, and it means a lot to us. And the chick is super healthy and super good looking. Is that a snake? That 110-gallon water tank you saw was at the front of the property. And when we were doing like 100 and 108, 110 degrees, that was up front. So that way, if the cows walked up front, they had water. Now that it's cooling down, and by cooling down, I mean it's supposed to be like 90 this week, I wanted to bring it down here because they really, really like that fresh water. And they're not drinking the pond water as much because they duty in it, to be quite honest. So we want to make sure they've got plenty of fresh water. So that's why I moved it. As for going up front, they don't really go up there much anymore because after Johnny brush hogged, there's not a lot to eat up there because there's no trees. Those are 2 hay pastures. Oh man, and the beaver. Let's talk about the beaver for a second. First off, I killed another half dozen snakes yesterday, and then 2 last night when Ray and I were out here. Those are fish swirls. When you're looking for the beaver from up here, you can actually see him. Even though the water's pretty muddy, you can see his shadow as he swims along because the water is only 2 feet deep. So he is not out here this morning, as far as I can tell. Watch me go home and edit this, and he's probably like right in front of me. You guys are like, oh my goodness, he's right there. Boy, look at that glassy. Oh my goodness. We've got some incredible views out here. Amen. That white stuff's not poisonous, by the way. Calm down. Actually, it is in large quantities, slightly toxic to animals, but clearly they don't eat it or it wouldn't be everywhere. So here's what's interesting. I was out here yesterday for like 4 hours in the heat of the day, and I've got a video that actually plays beaver sounds and trying to draw him out. I was throwing rocks and branches and all kinds of stuff at the water, trying to make him come out, and he didn't do it. And I know some people are like, well, that doesn't work. Well, yeah, it does. We've got it on video. It works. Okay. This little stinker, I'm gonna show you something. That is fresh. He got hungry, had himself a bark sandwich. Where else? There's a branch. Let's cut that right there. Is fresh. These sticks right here, fresh. He's actually pulled, remember we cut these down, and he's gone in and he's pulled some of them into this little, I don't know what you call it, alley. It's probably 20 feet wide. And that little stinker has tried to dam up this side of the pond from this side. So we've been out here quite a bit. I did set some traps, and I'm real careful about where I put them, but I did put some sticks in front of his den to block his entrance to see which ones are still open, because I kid you not, guys, there's like 20 different entrances to this stinker's den, which my trapping buddy told me that definitely indicates there's more than one, or there was more than one. As far as he knows, there's not really like a breeding season. You know, they're much more active in the fall. They can handle the cold temperatures. They swim under ice. He said, if you have one or more right now, he said, you'll probably have even more in the winter. That's when they, you know, are most active and make more little beavers. This dude's got to go. I set up one of my conibear traps the other day, right over there, and he went right around it. Like there's tracks all over it, and they're definitely beaver tracks. Somebody said, man, a beaver track would be a lot bigger than that. They weigh like 50, 60 pounds. And you're correct. as you get closer to the water, the footprints sink, and that's the indication of a beaver. Their feet are really, they're heavy animals. You know, they're not like a 20-pound raccoon that just can run along the water's edge and not make much. Those silly cows knocked the water hose out of the tank. There we go. All right, let's put a rock on this thing so they can't do it, hopefully. Who done it? Huh? Who did it? Yeah. Oh, it just got full. Is that part of the problem? What do you think? You guys all right? I have a theory that if we fill this bucket up, it'll actually drain. Well, that didn't work. I'll have to get that in a second when I take my jacket off. I think when it overflows, it'll drain into this one. Oh man. Moment of truth. You don't think it's gonna work? No, you're right. Hang on a second. See? Just a minor adjustment. Just a minor adjustment. What do you think? Hi. Come on, lady. So sometimes I turn that on and I walk away. I can't tell if it's overflowing or not. So now with that double system, it'll just flow in the other one. I can hear it like a waterfall. Now we need a scoop. Boy, you guys are busy this morning. Who are we missing? Somebody missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No baby yet, huh? Huh? Starting to lose hope, Snicker. Starting to lose hope. Hey, look out, ninja. Oh, where's the scoop? Nope. Hey, listen. Woo. A lot of pellets in this one. Okay. Let's go. Oh my goodness. Woo. It's a busy intersection. Little Donk's gonna go over there and play kick the bucket. Easy. Mama always comes over for her own, so I always give her a little bit. One more big scoop for everybody over here. Snicker, you want your own? Feeling jealous of Mama? Alan, come here, buddy. What you thinking, man? Yeah, Lady A. Oh, no, Ninja, no. Whew, I dodged that. Here. There you go. I'm out. Do you see that, Lucy? They tried to take me out. Oh, big sneeze. Big cough. What's coming? Woo! Just get a little excited. You all right? All right, now we need to find a way to get you guys some cubes. Look, Fred knows, man. He's like, hey, we don't get the grain anymore, so I ain't walking up there. Cubes are back here, ladies. Let's go, boys. Bo, look out, Brett. So, this will bring him running here. Stay on your side of the barrel, man. Hey, they're already on the ground, ladies. Fred, that's my hand, brother. That's my hand. Here. Okay. All right, let's do this. Fred, look inside of his belly. He's got flies. $518, you're such a good steer, man. Your brother's goofy as all get out, but you're a good boy. The donkeys, this keeps them away from the feed or the cubes because they don't want any part of this sprayer. They're actually smart enough when they see it, they run. The cows are like, hey, you got cake? I'll stand still for medicine. You knucklehead, it's for your own good. Lucy wants no part of that fly spray. What is she doing? Showing off the wheels, I guess. I left my tripod over here while I was filming potentially getting Mr. Beaver yesterday. And I wasn't gonna film this little walk. I'm walking to the end of the peninsula. But there are two hawks over here. Let's go have some fun and see if we can figure out what those hawks are getting after. I love it when they enter the pond. It's a lot of fun to watch. Beautiful animals. Whoop! Well, that was like $1.50. Man, some of you guys keep telling me to get a horse for like when 516 gets out or something, but let me tell you something about a horse. Unless you've got a bunch of cattle in places you can't go with a UTV or an ATV or even a tractor, horses eat a lot. There's a lot of maintenance to them. I'll give credit to anybody that's got them. I think it's awesome. And any good horse has clearly been worked with. And I value that training, but this four-wheeler, I believe it's a 2002. So we're looking at 20 years old. Oh man, that's when I graduated. I'm getting old, folks. Four-wheeler starts every time, most of the time. Starts when it's cold, you ain't gotta feed it, don't have to put it in the shelter. Just fires right up. Okay, let's go see if we can see what those hawks are getting after, because sometimes you never know on a farm. That stuff's cool. Can't get over how good this looks back here. Oops, there went one of them. I had the camera aimed at me. You're welcome. We do have an owl that lives on the property as well. And I haven't heard him in a long time, but he might be back with the temperatures trying to cool down. Yes, those trees are as tall as they look. It's super cool. Like, our whole property's kind of got trees along the fence line, or at least the neighbor's fence line, like their side too. And the trees are just 40, 50 feet tall. It's beautiful. All right, I think we ran them off. We need to go see where the Burger Bro got through the fence the other day. I got a pretty good idea where it was. Yep, so there's actually a path right there. And then if you look closely, that animal path was likely made by a deer, or many deer over time. And he found it, so. That's one thing about 516 is he helps you find the holes in your fence. All right, let's go up here and finish some stuff. Busy day. What's going on? It's been about an hour. Just texted my buddy and I sent him some pictures of some tracks that popped up last night. And I'll put them right here for you. I'm gonna make my way around the side of the pond. I don't have my snake boots on. I got into some chiggers the other day. If you don't know what chiggers are, they're rough. So you get an idea where we're at, and I'll spin you back around and talk to you. We're gonna make our way, whoop, blurry. We're gonna make our way over there. And I'm not gonna look at you much because I'm gonna watch the ground. since we've cut these trees down, I told you I haven't been able to get in here very much before the trees and everything was brush hogged and cut down. And now things are kind of dying, and we're seeing a lot of stuff that's not good for this pond dam, including some holes that I can probably fit in. There's one. Now that's not, you know, size 13 croc. That's not massive there. Something doing some digging. That doesn't mean it's active, but there are dens all over this dam. And we know we have a beaver, okay? We've seen the beaver on camera. We know we have a beaver, if not multiple. But those pictures I just sent you, he said he sees a raccoon, back foot, and a muskrat. So here's one of the holes. I mean, look at that. It's up on top of the dam. Right there. Where's the huge one? Some of you guys might lose your minds with me not having snake boots on. But you know what those boots did? They kind of made me be less careful, because I wasn't worried as much, and sometimes that's not good. Like, I wasn't really paying attention to the ground, and I walked up on a couple of snakes because I wasn't really paying attention. So there's one, there's a den. Now that would have been underwater, so it's not that I'm so worried about that one. But let me get across here, hang on. So I believe that is still active. That's definitely active, because I had quite a few sticks propped up inside that last night. It looked like that. Now you can see they're gone. He went right through the middle of them. Look at this hole right there. And the only thing I've got for reference is my rifle, but you can see how wide that opening is there. That's not even the biggest. That's what I did yesterday while I played that video of beaver calls, trying to get him to come out. But you can see his little tracks right there. He's actually building something here. That's what that is. He's just trying to dam this up. He's trying to split the pond in half. I found this yesterday, and this is pretty concerning. That's huge. That's still not the worst one. Look, hang on, I'm checking for snakes. I'm actually pausing the video and checking. It's not one fluid video. Look at that. That is a massive den. I mean, this whole thing, he's turned the whole thing into a den. I mean, this is, oh boy, he's got to go. I don't mean to seem to be passive about this issue or keep putting it in multiple videos. This is the first time I've dealt with beavers or a muskrat or anything of that nature. And they're very smart and they're very elusive. It's just gonna take a bit, but we're gonna get him out of here. Made it around the pond. I don't like walking around out here without paying attention, and the camera is definitely a distraction. So, such a beautiful pond. We got to get it taken care of. And again, I know it may seem like we're taking our time or whatever with this beaver versus just taking care of him or her, but I am not. I'm spending nights and mornings and days out here, not spending the night, but spending nights at dusk trying to get this dude. Just haven't seen him yet, which is crazy, because like I said earlier in the video, a couple videos ago when we were sawing down these trees, the beaver came out in broad daylight on a 100-degree day to see who was messing with his home. And we know it's a beaver. He had a flat tail. He put it up in the air. I mean, he was slapping the pond water. It's a beaver. So we'll just keep at it. I ordered some lure, some caster. I just don't have it yet. That's a beaver attractant. I'm not super versed on beavers, but from what I understand, that's what they secrete and mark their territory with and let other males know that this is theirs. So if we have a female, I think she's drawn to it. And if we have a male, he's drawn to it because he feels threatened by it. He wants to see who's invading his territory. I don't anticipate seeing him swim up right in the middle of us right now. So here's what we're gonna do. I got a little bit of work to do around the property. I'm gonna edit this video for you guys. All right, I'm back. We moved. I don't even know where I left you. It's on his phone. Showing a guy all these holes that this beaver's made. The one thing they have told me is, you know, beavers, let's put it this way. If he were to drain this pond, that's his home. He doesn't want to do that. And they're very smart. They're not just gonna drill through your dam and drain it. The problem is when the water level drops like this during a drought, they make more dens and they burrow down further. So that way they can enter the den underwater. When it gets low enough and they keep making those holes and then the water level comes back up, it takes a while because those dens can be like 10, 12, 20 feet deep. It's bad. I hate to keep talking about this, but this is the most pressing matter other than an animal's health, but everybody's healthy. It's the most pressing matter on the farm right now. So ultimately, I think what I'm gonna do, set a bunch of traps, get me a ghillie suit, and sleep on that dock. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna stay the night out here. One way or another, somebody is moving, and it ain't gonna be me. Hey, y'all don't work too hard today. I gotta run a couple errands and I'll be back. Got a couple of chickens. No idea what they are, except one of them is an AM Somani, which we're super excited about. So thanks to John and Catherine for that. No hard feelings whatsoever about the others not hatching. It happens, unfortunately. Once upon a time, I actually bought 2 dozen Welsh Harlequin eggs, and none of them hatched. That was pretty rough. But it's not our first time, and it's not our first time with an incubator. It just happens, guys. It's no big deal. But we'll keep an eye on these. They are here in the cabin. I'm getting ready to set up that warmer. It'll be nice and toasty, but it's warm in here too. If that mama chicken is able to hatch those other 2 eggs in the coop, we will absolutely see if we can build something and put these chicks with her and the new chicks that hatch. We'll absolutely try that. But that is all I've got for you guys today. I know this video kind of ended odd, but Ray and I've got somewhere we need to be. So I gotta go pick her up and then we gotta head out. But stay tuned. If you're following us on social media, we've been going back and forth with a company and we're really excited about something that may be in the works. So stay tuned. Let me just say we're gonna need something with a roof on it pretty quick, but we've already been looking into a barn type structure. We've already been looking into it. Now that we're moving the house over here, we've got room to put a barn over there. So we're pretty stinking excited. Woo! Oh man, beefy boys or butcher? I think I'll have some butcher box, that looks good. Might even grill some for myself before I head home. Nothing wrong with a little pregame meal, right? All right, with that said, y'all be good, don't work too hard, don't make it weird, God bless. Peace.